So for this video, I'm gonna pause it sometime so you're not watching for like 20 minutes of me doing my hair. I already just brushed it. What I would do, which totally just lost my brush. What I would do, I would definitely take a shower the night before. And if I remember correctly, I remember you used to tell me that your hair used to get pretty greasy the next day. I would say still take a shower the night before and use dry shampoo. I would just put like in your roots, you know. If for some reason you really just don't think that your hair is gonna be really greasy the next day, if you shower the day of, dry it. Either still put dry shampoo in it because it's gonna put texture in your hair and put little like oils in there. Or get the stuff. You can get it. That's not it. I know it's not it. You can get it at Walmart or Target. Let me go get it real quick. Hold on. If you go to the tri-lane part at like Walmart or Target, there's a stuff, which you might have it. It's like sea salt spray. This helps so much. It puts this texture in your hair. I'm going to put it on even though my hair was washed the day before. If you just spray some, it puts this texture in there. Also smells really good. It smells like coconut. It puts like I said, some texture in your hair to keep the curls. So if you do shower the day of, especially put some stuff in your hair to make it a little grimy on the bottoms, not on your roots. Like I said, this will definitely help keep it in. I'm also putting some hair protection in my hair because I don't really do this much, so I'm trying to not burn my hair. Honestly, if you don't straighten your hair and straighten it a lot, don't put protection in it, you'll be fine. So now I'm going to part my hair real quick and then we'll continue the video. So how you should section your hair. So how we're going to do it like halfway, half down. Because this is going to be your bottom part. Doesn't matter how you do this on the top. I couldn't find my clips. I'm using a hair tie just to get this out of the way. Okay. Because we're going to do three different spots. So we're going to do the crown will be the last layer. Because your hair is like, the top of your hair, like your bangs, shouldn't have as much heat. So for your straightener, I would set it on, I don't know if it's by degrees or numbers. I just have a simple one from Target. So it has just regular numbers. I'm putting it like on 20 right now for my bottom hair. So what I usually do it higher temperature for your lower hair and then like less heat on your top because you don't want them to be as refined. You don't want them to be loose as your under ends. So mine's still preheating, so I'm going to pause this and wait another couple seconds. Okay, so it's done preheating. So you just grab a section, probably about an inch, like you see. So what you do, I usually go up to down like you're straightening your hair and curl it towards your head and let this pop out and then slowly take it down towards like the mirror or towards the front of you, okay? And it's gonna look like that, but you twirl it, hold it like a couple seconds, there's your curl. So I'll show you that again on this side. Grab a piece, straighten it a little bit on the top to go towards you, make a full loop, make sure this piece is out here, and then slowly go down. Kind of like using scissors, trying to curl your ribbon to make it a little curly. I don't know if you did that in Katy City or not. It's kind of like that. So you do that, lift it up, let it cool for a few seconds, curled. So I'm going to finish this side, pause it, and then show you what you should do on your other side. So this is my left side, this is my right side. Another thing is, it doesn't really matter how fast you go. The slower you go, the tighter your curl is going to be. So if you want to go pretty fast, like see how I'm going pretty faster on this one, it would just make a looser curl. So see how it doesn't look like anything, and then you twirl it, and it's like this really, really loose curl. So if you do slower, like I was telling you, if it shows that whenever you do your small one, just do it again. Your hair is going to be a little hot, and it's going to help you curl it. See how it does that? Twirl it around, let it cool a little bit, and it should stay. This is how it is. So, this side, you grab your piece, pretty much doing the same thing. So over here, you're going this way. This one, you're going that way. You want to go away from your face. It's more natural like that. So here, it's kind of tricky. I do it downward like this. Flip, flip. It's out again. Slowly go down. And then twirl it. Let it dry and let it cool. So I definitely do the first few like that. And sometimes it gets a little tougher going in the back. And then I would just do whatever is more comfortable to you. Because the more it go in the back, it's going to not be as noticeable in the front. But after you get a handle of it, start from the back and then go to the front. Because the more you go there, it's kind of hard to find the back. So right now, you can see like this is all straight in here. And if you just go from the back, it kind of makes it go faster too, if you do that. So you see, I went towards my back when I twisted it, and then you just go slow, going down, and then you twirl, hold it up. That one's a little looser, but that's fine because the back ones are usually kind of looser anyway. So you grab the back piece. It's okay if this is a little separate. That's totally fine. Go a little bit down. Go towards. Around, loop. Make sure this is kind of even. This is poking out. I just hold this because sometimes the hairs will come out this way if you don't hold it. But if you get a hang of it, you don't have to hold of it. So you see, I go a little slow. It curls on its own a little bit. Twirl it again and hold it up here. And that. Alright, I'm going to pause it, finish the bottom, and then I'll show you the next thing I'll do. Before I do this piece, if it's like this, I'll just curl it like that. If you really think you want to do two separate, that's totally fine. But it's really easy. You just go around it, and see it kind of combines. You go down, and you just do what you usually do. And it either A, will naturally do it and separate, or at the end, I'll show you what I do at the very end when I'm all done with my hair, and it will separate and it won't look too bad. So I'll pause it again. Okay, so the second part of your hair. I know my hair is just disaster because it needs a hair trim. Okay, I should just do that. So, your crown. So I would just, kind of like how some girls like do this little part. I would definitely just take this up, put this aside. Because this part, we're going to do less heat. And so, I wouldn't worry about the back being all even, if that makes any sense. Like, I would just, part it like that. You don't want to be like straight down because you can definitely tell it's going to be like, it's going to look natural. So what I do here, I just look for the pieces that's not curled and then look curled. If it is curled, we're curling them again. Take this, I just whoop it back, bring this up, brush it out. You can do both sides at the same time, meaning like go ahead and do this. But what I do one side at a time. So this part I'm going to do all curled, and then I will separate this part and curl that. So I'm going to curl all this. If there's anything I want to add, I will push play again and tell you something. So there's this teeny tiny piece that nowhere that you've noticed is pretty far from everything else. I wouldn't try to find a bigger piece to put this, just do it small. So instead of doing like super slow like you usually do, just do a little bit faster since it is a smaller piece. So if you do that slow, it's going to be more, smaller curl than more of a looser curl. So you just do it a little bit faster, loop it, just like that. And it's like a little loose curl. So we were thinking that might have been not already curled. That's pretty curly. So I'm just going to leave that alone because you're not going to see that on the very top. It's the very bottom. So I'm going to pause it again. I was thinking of advice. My advice is, if you don't want to practice your whole head, like the first couple days, I would just, like, right before you take a shower, just turn on your straightener, get like a little part, even if your hair was up most of the day. It's not going to look cute, obviously. You're not going out and showing everyone. You're just practicing at home. So I would definitely, whenever you're just home alone, or right before you take a shower, I would just kind of like how I did it, just put half up, half down, and just practice your bottoms. Like, it does not hurt to keep practicing and keep practicing to make it perfect. Because when I first did this, it was in high school, and it was not cute at all. And I remember the girls in high school be like, oh my god, your hair is so cute. But really, like, this looks so much better than what I used to wear in high school. And if you see a piece like this right here, I'm not really satisfied with it. It's really loose. So all you have to do is go back up, go around, just do it again. Doesn't hurt at all. Doesn't really hurt. And then, of course, like, it's really loose still, but I'm the type of girl who likes it looser. I think loose curls, not called banana curls, they're called beach waves. I think they're super cute. So, like, pretty much when I'm done with one side, I pretty much get all of that I just push away. Up here, double check, like right here, I just pull a little bit, and this is definitely straightened. So I'll just grab it, go a little faster since it is a little, like a teeny tiny strand. Do that. Whoop. Let it do that. It's curl. So yeah, just double check your bottoms. Sometimes it's good to just straighten while you're doing it because your neck is going to be a little sweaty because you're by a straightener and it's a little hot. So your bottoms might uncurl a little bit just because you're a little toasty, but I wouldn't worry about it for your photos. Just make sure you're staying cool and you'll be fine. Obviously your curls are going to get a little looser throughout the photo shoot. So you might not want to do this loose. So you might want to wait a little longer to go down and make them a little tighter. And then by the time you get there, because I don't know if you're staying at your mom's or driving from Missouri to Ferncliff, but it's going to get a little loosened on the way there. So I wouldn't worry about it. Like, just do whatever you think it looks cute and put a little hairspray. So I'm going to pause this, finish this bottom. If I think of any other vices, I will keep going. And then I'll show you what I would do on the top. Okay, so I just finished all of this. I know it kind of looks a little crazy right now, but we're not done. So after a while, it's going to get pretty curly. So definitely let it undo, because if you're in the middle of a curl and you're stuck, not that fun. So now, before I start doing this, I turn down the heat. So I had it at 20. I sometimes go to 15, sometimes in between 15 and 10. Just really depends how tight the curls I want on top. I think I want a little bit more tighter today than usual. And so I have it on 15. We'll undo this. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So this top. So what I do. So I can't remember what side you do. I don't know if you do it on your right side or your left side. I'm pretty sure on your right side. I think that's normal. If it's not on the right side, sorry. It's still normal. So what I do, I start the least. So obviously this side is going to have less on this side because I part on this side. So what I do it first. I do the smaller side first. So probably about that. We're just going to do that. No, it looks crazy on this side, but we're just not going to worry about that side right now. We're going to brush this little part out. See how this is very little. So it's only going to be a few strands. So I didn't let it cool long enough, but it should cool off pretty quickly. Right now, the thing is lighted up right now, so it's not technically cool down. So you could probably just go drink water or something. But definitely go slow, like your typical thing around here. Do what you did everywhere else. It's the right side is going to be a little bit different than what we usually do. So I'm going to finish this side real quick. Since you are doing less degrees, you might want to do a little bit slower. And since it's your top, you want it, I should have showed you that. Like, you want to straighten it a little bit more. then you done in the bottoms. Because if you start curling right here, then all this is going to be curled, and only this part right here is going to be curled, and or whatever, if that makes sense. So where I started curling is where all this stuff has started to curl. If you notice here, like it kind of lines up. Not this one, this is a bad example. But like these, they line up, if you notice. So it looks a little natural. Not right now. It's going to look more natural after we're all done. I'll show you what you do when you're pretty much finished. So this, what I usually do, because this is a lot, and you don't want to just keep this right here and straighten it. I mean, you can if you want, but it might look a little not blotchy, but blocky. So what I do that. And then I try to grab another layer. So I just get the very tops. That looks about right. I put this like this. After you're doing it for a while, it's going to give it more volume on this side if you leave it like this for a little bit. So you just do it normal here. So I'm going to pause it and wait till I get to this part to show you what you would do. So this is normal. Okay, so this side's done. Like I said, just normal. Now, we'll bring this back over. Brush it out. I would try to separate so you're not curling your curls again, unless you want to curl them again. Try to get them out of the way a little bit. So, we're going to go with the back. You want to straighten, go down a little bit, probably about right here, like halfway down, curl. Away from your face, towards the wall, or behind you. You go slow. The next two, I'm going to go a little bit faster because these are going to be the same thing what you just did. Your bangs are going to be a little bit different. So it's okay being a little bit more looser. It's fine. You can always go. So this is your bang. I want to do this all in one piece. I would separate the two. Do this separate. So this one, I'll put a little bit higher than what you did back there. Just a little bit, barely. Well, actually, this one that's behind the main bang, do a little bit lower. So same thing here, halfway down, whatever. Here, we're going to start a little bit sooner, so about right here. So a little bit above halfway, and then go down. All right, we are done curling. Pretty simple. This is when you bring it back out, check your curls. See if you miss any, if there's a piece that you want a little bit more curl. Right now, I'm pretty content. Like this little piece back here, not as curled. So again, I'll try to curl it. But sometimes you're gonna miss some back parts, but that's perfectly okay. You can just go around it, bam, just curl again. Okay, this is when I'll do one side, check the bottom, see if it's the way I like, and I don't think it looks bad. I check the bottom over here. Sometimes you find like a little piece, like right here, if you notice, a lot more straight than the other parts. Well, that didn't help when I did that. So I'll just grab it, start from right there where you think it's not curly enough, and just go down. I would probably turn up your heel just a little bit because right now that's probably not as much. Yeah, so I'm going to turn up the heat on that because how mine is, the more lower you get in your hair, the more thicker it is. So this one is pretty dang thick. Like, that's why I do my bottoms more because it's still heating up, so it's not going to be perfect. But, yeah. Good enough for me. So, I'm turning it off because I know I'm done. But if you think after you're done doing what this next step is, then leave it on. So what I do now, I put just a tad bit more sea salt. And if you don't have sea salt, there's nothing wrong. Like, if you don't want to go back out, don't go out and buy it. But this is like $3 for the travel size. I just spread it a little bit. Just gives it a little bit more texture. So what I do, I do this. I just do that. And then, try to point this down a little bit more down. Typical white girl thing. Do this. Shake, 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 shake. Check it out. Sometimes I put my fingers through it to make it just a tad bit looser. And then you just part it back up. There you go. That's how you curl it. You can put a little bit more, like put a little hairspray in it. Don't know where my hairspray is. It's probably still in my weekend bag when I went away for the week. So yeah, this is how you do it. If for some reason you just hate this side, not happy about it, just grab either, like, I have these things. I absolutely love these. These are great. That, like a little like elastic, like what you probably put in Jolly if I think right, like little kids usually have these. Just do like the typical thing. You put this up, go by your eyebrows, pull it back, pull it out. Mine's not gonna be perfect. I don't know where my things are at. You do this. Again, it's not gonna be perfect. I'm just showing you an example. Oh, let me find those little elastics real quick. I couldn't find my little elastic, so we're just gonna do this little thing. So again, I'll just do your crown, pick this up, okay? I don't really usually have to brush it because my hair is pretty straight in the front. So what I'll do is tie in the top. Sorry, this is 22 minutes. Tie it. Trying to center it. I know it looks weird, just wait. So, tied it. Grab a little piece of hair. Wrap it around. And I usually do it a few times. Another thing is, if you want it thicker, do a small piece still, and then kind of tease it a little bit. It'll make it a little, not messy, but like a cute messy. And then, get a bobby pin or two, and you just bobby pin it. I know it looks silly, just give me a second. You bobby pin it, then you do that. Another cute hairstyle. So it really depends on you, Jaya. My personal, I like this. This is my typical go-to. I like it. Simple. You can always, if you do this, get a little bit of your baby hairs, make it a little bit more natural. Nothing wrong with that. So it's totally up to you how you do it. If you have any questions at all, Jaya, the day of or while you're practicing, call me on Snapchat. Snapchat me. I don't mind helping you at all. So yeah, I hope you think this video is really helpful. I really hope I did help you a lot. All right. See ya.